Hey everyone, welcome to my craft room. If you're new, my name is Dee and I am a thrifter and a reseller, but I also enjoy taking thrifted, unwanted items and turning them into something wonderful. If that sounds like something that you would enjoy, then please be sure and stay tuned. I had a pair of these pictures. The other picture that went with this one was of a little boy. And they were in my living room. And something happened to the other one where it all got messed up. So what I decided to do was to take advantage of that boo-boo and reuse the frame and the backer board to create something else. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here is the frame and here is the board that the picture was glued to. So I have this amazing transfer, and this is what I am going to put onto this backer board. This stencil came from a company called Essential Stencils, but they also have transfers. So I'll be sure to link this in the description box for you all if you would like to get your hands on it. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is paint this backer board, which I will be painting white. I'll be using Rust-Oleum's linen white chalk paint. And then I'm going to paint the frame with black chalk paint. So let's get into this project. All right, so I put 2 coats of the white paint on the backer board, and that I have set aside to dry. Now I'm going to start painting my frame. Okay, guys, so my 2 coats of white paint have dried on here. I let them dry for a couple of hours. And I also have my frame painted black with 2 coats, and that is also dry. So now we are going to put on our beautiful transfer, or not, transfer. I'll be all right. I just want to make sure I have it right where I want it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back this backer paper. Well, first of all, let me fix it again. Let me turn it this way, guys, so that I can see it from my point of view. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, now I'm going to peel this up. And I'm going to fold this under so that I can partially stick this. I don't want it to move, which it's moving anyway. And I'm just I'll stick this, and then I can peel back the rest of the backer paper. And I just it's kind of like with contact paper. I just kind of do that. All right. So now, get my transfer stick. Now this is the part that's hard for me because of my surgery. It's hard for me to really rub hard. I'm going to have to use my other hand because, yeah, it hurts. All right, everybody. So I love how this looks, but I feel like it needs a little something, something. So I have this stencil. I believe I got this either on Amazon or Temu, a whole bunch of them. And I'm going to use the snowflakes off of this stencil to add to this. So I'm just going to I'm going to use like these two here, right here. I'm going to use Stays On black ink. And I just use like those makeup sponges you get from Dollar Tree. They are awesome for stenciling. And I'm just going to dab, dab, dab. Uh-oh, what happened to my ink? There we go. I don't know why there's plenty of ink on there. I might have to be getting some more ink. And I had the lid on tight, so I don't know. Okay, you can use paint too, but I just really like the way the ink looks. I don't know. I think it gives it a more opaque, maybe opaque look or something. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but I like the look of the ink better than paint. All right, so there's those two. Let's see, where else? I think I'll put a big one over here. Trying to think. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. I gotta pull this back some. Let me turn this around. Hold on, guys. Turn it this way. There we go. I think I'll put that one over here, this big one. Uh-oh, I got me a little bit of ink where I don't want it. Where's my wipes? Hurry, hurry. As long as you catch it quick enough, you can wipe it right off. There we go. We got it. Yay!
All right. And then I think I'll put one here, right up there. Whoa, sorry guys. I need to put one over here. So basically, you're just gonna put them where you think they look best. I'm just winging it, you know. That's what crafting is all about. Experimenting and just being creative. Okay, we need to.
All right, guys, I wanted to show you so you can learn from my mistakes. I thought the ink was dry enough, and when I took it out to spray it, it started to run in a couple spots. See? So make sure you let your ink dry for at least, 15 minutes. I could go in and touch up in between with some white paint, but I'm just going to leave it. It is what it is. But I just wanted you to see that. All right, guys, so I'm going to take this hanging system off of here because I'm going to put the picture back in. Now, it was held in with some nails, But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in, and I am going to hot glue all around it to keep it in. And then I'm going to get some brown craft paper and cover this whole back so that it's a nice finished look. That's why I did not paint the back of the frame. So let me get my picture and lay it in here. Okay. Perfect. And as I said, I'm going to run a bead of glue all along the edge. I'll start up here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see me. This is a very bulky picture, and it's hard to get it all in frame. And I obviously can't follow a straight line with my glue gun. Like, seriously. All right, I'm going to finish gluing this in, and then we'll put the paper on the back. All right, guys, so I buy these rolls of craft paper. You can get them at Dollar Tree. And as I said, it's going to be hard to work in this small spot, but I'm just trying to measure out a piece for the back of this frame. I'm just gonna do a guesstimate and cut this. All right, I have my paper laid out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift up this bottom piece, and I am going to run a bead of hot glue along here to glue it into place. And be careful, because that glue is hot underneath that paper. Just want to warn you, it is hot. And then I'm going to do the same thing around the other 3 sides. Okay, we have this all glued on. I went around the outside with some scissors and trimmed off all the excess paper, what I could with the scissors. And then I went back around with an X-Acto knife and trimmed off even more. And now I'm just going to take my little finger sander, and I'm going to sand off the rest of the paper around the edge. And I need to change my sandpaper on here because it is pretty dull. I'm just going to use 320 grit because I don't want to take the paint off of my frame when I'm going in my downward motion. So yeah, I'm just using like a 320 grit. This edge actually doesn't look bad at all. So yeah, this looks good. Okay. So now I'm going to turn it. Y'all, I have no room here. I'm going to continue to sand off the rest of this paper, and then we're going to put a hanger on it. All right. I decided I'm going to distress the edges a little bit on this. So I'm just still using that 320 grit sandpaper that's on my finger sander. And I'm just going to go all along the edges and distress it a little bit. All right, everyone, here is our finished picture. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this one. I hope you guys really like this one as much as I do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, so for this project, this is a very, very simple thrift flip. When I'm out thrifting, I am always looking for affordable picture frames, especially really nice, well-made ones. And while I was out the last time, I found this frame, and I have the perfect picture that I am going to put in here. I love Halloween. So I have this picture that's going to go in this frame. It matches like perfectly. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the back here. And I'm going to pull out that. I'm going to take out my glass. And I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to cut my picture out while I'm... please excuse my hand. I probably should not even be doing this cutting, but I could use actually my paper cutter, but I don't have it down here with me. So I had surgery on my thumb, which is why I haven't really been on with any videos. It's quite a painful procedure, and it's a 3 to 4 month recovery period. So I'm doing the best I can. So please just bear with me, y'all. All right, so we've got that cut out. I'm going to set this over here out of the way because I need to clean my frame. All right, so I have cleaned my glass. The last time I spoke, I said, I have to clean my frame. No, I needed to clean the glass, which I have done. So I'm going to slide this right back in here. And I'm going to put the picture in. And look at that. It fits. Oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. I'm going to throw this in here as well. I probably should cut a piece of cardboard so that it fits in here tightly, but let's see how this works. Oh my gosh, that looks awesome in there. Yay, I love it. What a quick flip that was. Okay, guys, this project, I am going to do a winter scene inside of this lantern. Now, I thrifted this, and it originally did have a hanger on here to hang it with, but it has been broken off. But that doesn't stop me from purchasing these items because this can be just set on a table. It doesn't have to have a hanger. So basically, as I said, I'm going to clean all of this crud out of the bottom here. And I am going to do a little winter scene in here. And I'm going to end up putting probably some fairy lights under some snow and then put my scene. So stay tuned. Okay, so I took this and I took a straight razor, you know, one of these things. And I scraped out all of that moss, and it did have some kind of a foam backing on it, and I got off as much as I could. You're not going to see that because I'm going to cover it with some fake snow. And then I just took it into the sink and just washed the glass and the whole thing down really well. And it is dry. So now it's time to get into decorating this lantern. All right, guys, I'm trying to get a view where you're going to be able to see really well. So hopefully this works for everyone. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have a set of fairy lights here that I got from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these around inside on the bottom, being very careful not to get the hot glue on the light itself because then your lights will be kaput. So we're going to be very careful when gluing these in. Okay, let's start gluing these in. So I'm going to start back here in the corner. And I'm going to put a little, if I can get in here, I can't see. And I'm going to use my spatula to push the wire down into the glue. Come on, get in there. It takes a second, you know, for it to set enough to where you can move along. All right, guys, I wanted to give you an overhead of how I staggered the lights around. Now, I've kind of laid out what I'm putting in here. So I put the lights so that they are not, for the most part, like going to be underneath items. But then again, who knows? We'll see how it plays out. All right, so I've got all the lights in, and now I'm going to take, this is just white batting, and I measured the size of the inner bottom and cut out a piece, and now I'm just going to glue this on top of these lights. And it's really going to give it a beautiful glow. Oh my God, I love it. But look how pretty that looks. Look at that glow. Oh, it's great. I love it. All right. So I went to Dollar Tree today and I found this cute little house. And I love it because it lights up. Look at that. So this is going to go right in the corner here. Okay, that's how we're going to do that. I just want to make sure that I got it just how I want it. I'm not gluing it down because then you won't be able to turn the lights on and off. Okay, but I'm putting it in there because now I want to glue in my trees. So I have a bottle brush tree, and then I have like these bottle brush little bushes, which I love. So this tall one is going to go back here. And I think I'm just going to leave the stand on it. And then I'm going to glue this down in here. Okay, and then this one, I decided I was going to put, it's got all kinds of, somebody had these in something of this, like the snow, because it's got fuzzies all stuck in it. Then I'm going to put this one here. And this one is going to go back here. Kind of like, yeah, staggered a little bit to the large one. Okay. I have a little Santa Claus, and I'm going to glue him right on top of the house. He is so cute. He's like taking a break before he's got to stuff his fat little butt down the chimney. I also have this little park bench, which I am going to put here. I do believe. So let me put some glue on the feet here. Put this right there. I have a little snowman that I think I'm going to put here in the corner. And I do have a couple deer. This one I'm going to put, I think, right here. And I have another smaller one. And let me see, where do I want to put him? Over here? I think I might put him back here by the house. Come on, stand up. It's hard when you're gluing them on top of the snow, but I think he'll be all right. Okay. I have these holly and berry, I don't know, they're just like little appliques or something, but they're like made out of maybe clay or something. I'm going to glue one right here in the center to dress that up a little bit. I'm just going to put some glue right there and set that right on there. Just like that. And I have another one, so I'm probably going to put that one in the back over here. Okay. Now, I would like to cut off up here where the handles broke off. But I don't know if I have enough strength in my hand right now to do that. You know, to squeeze the pliers hard enough. So for now, I don't know what I'm going to do with these pieces up here because they are sharp. I was just wondering if maybe I could cover them up with some greenery. So I might be able to do that. I'm not quite sure yet. Okay, so I figured out what I'm going to do. I took the house out because I would like to put some actual snow that looks real up here and fix it up. So what I am using, this is my favorite thing to use for snow. I actually could have did it in here, but I decided to go with the other this time. But I have this product. It's called Snowtex by, who is it? By Decor. This stuff is amazing. So this is what it looks like. So what you do is you put it on. You could use a brush. You could use like this little palette knife or whatever, painting knife. You put it on and you let it dry overnight, and it dries extremely hard. So I'm going to take some of this and I am going to put it on my house. Now you have to, you know, you have to press it on, you know. Oh, for goodness sakes. This is the first time I'm trying it with this palette knife. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll see. And I'm just going to put it wherever I think you know, the snow is going to gather. And then when I'm done putting it on, I'm going to take my German glass glitter, and I'm going to sprinkle some of that on while it's wet. So that's what we have. And so now I'm just going to take, I'm going to use this snow tax on top to cover up those sharp metal pieces where the handle broke off. I'll show you that in a second. But first, I'm going to put my glitter where all of the snow is. And I need to put a little bit down here on the bottom. Oh, that looks so pretty. Can you guys see that beautiful sparkle? Ooh wee, yeah. I'm gonna let that, making sure I got it all where I want it. Okay. I'm gonna set this over here to dry. Let me shut that light off for now. Okay. Now I'm gonna put some along the top here and over here on these edges. So let me get this. That'll cover up all of that rough edges. I just want to be careful that I don't drop it down on the inside. All right, and I'm going to try to put some along here. I usually apply this with like a stencil brush because it's stiff. But I wanted to try it with this palette knife, and I do kind of like it with the palette knife, I have to say. This stuff reminds me of marshmallow fluff. It's kind of like that consistency, a little bit thicker. Perfect. All right, so now I'm just going to sprinkle some of my sparkles on here. And I don't care if the sparkles fall down on inside because I love it. I think they're so pretty on that batting. All right, guys, here is our finished lantern. I love how this came out. We've got the snow on the top, covered up all of that, those sharp things on the top from the handle. There's what it looks like from up above. I love this. I really do. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments.